So I attached a clip that will count as one of my visual aids for this presentation. If I were to be giving this speech in front of a class or a group of people, I would have them play it first. So before you watch my presentation, I would like for you to watch the video. I just want to give you a heads up that there are some very graphic visuals in there, so I just want you to be aware of that. Elephants. They're something that you grew up with, either going to the zoo, something that you've seen in pictures, the stuffed animal that you grew up with. And simply, elephants are cute. But what if I were to tell you that in 10 years, elephants will be extinct? That means our kids won't be seeing them ever in their life. Our grandkids will never see them in their life. And there are two main reasons for this. The first one is tourist entertainment, and the second one is poaching. Before I start my presentation, I want you to know elephants feel the same as humans. When they lose a relative, they cry, they mourn, they feel grief. When their baby elephant walks for the first time, they feel joy, they feel excitement. When they are in a closed environment, elephants feel trapped, they feel torture, and they feel pain. The first issue I'm going to talk about is the tourist entertainment aspect of elephant endangerment. 60% of all animals on the earth are in Asia and Africa. These 60% are mostly used for either the circus or tourist entertainment. An example is Thailand. They are known for their elephant rides. But if people knew what they went through before they give them the rides, I think people would second guess doing it. They are put in captivity in a small room for 20 hours out of the day, and the other 4 hours of the day they are either performing a show in the circus or providing people rides throughout their community. When they are in captivity, they are not only put in a small room for where they can take between 1 to 5 steps, they're also chained up. They are given an unhealthy diet to where they are either starving or not even getting any food at all. I got all this information from wildlifesos.org. This is a good organization and something you should definitely check out if you feel called to donate. "25 elephants are killed annually due to poaching." Poaching is where people hunt elephants for their hooves that they have because they are 100% ivory. Elephants are killed from poaching every 15 minutes. One elephant is killed every 15 minutes due to poaching, like you will see in the video that is shown that you have already seen. According to MNN.com, there are 6 ways you can help. The first is don't buy ivory. It can be sold in jewelry, it can be sold in just billiard balls that you use to play pool. Just remember that they were taken away from their families and they were murdered for that ivory. Second is something small. Buy elephant-friendly wood and coffee. Coffee and timber crops are often grown in plantations that destroy elephant habitats. So just make sure that when you buy your coffee or your wood that you know where it comes from. The third thing that you can help with is just support all the different organizations There are so many organizations, whether it's PETA or MotherNature.com, iWorry.com, WildlifeSOS.org, and there are so many organizations that you can donate, volunteer for, or even just to get the knowledge of what's happening. All their websites have the information. It's definitely something that you should look into. Support organizations because they're committed. They're not just an organization to make their own profit. They're there specifically to help elephants. Be aware of not only the poaching but the captivity ones due to entertainment. I know a lot of people now are just talking about the poaching. That is a huge deal, and that is the number one reason why elephants are dying. But there are other reasons. So maybe when you take your trip to Thailand, you don't ride the elephants, or if you decide you want to do something with your kids, take them somewhere else but not the circus, because the money that you give to them, they can keep going and keep torturing these poor animals. This is what they have to deal with 20 hours a day, just in restraints. 5, adopt an elephant. Any organization that you go to, most organizations that you go to, you can adopt an elephant, which pretty much means you get your own elephant, which means they send you pictures of your elephant once a month. The way that you do this is that you have a monthly donation or an annual donation, depending on how the website is set up. So you send out a specific amount of money to help the elephants, and you get a picture, and you get to say you own an elephant. How cool is that? 6th thing is something, if you have young kids, or if you plan on having kids, or even you getting involved with, it's called Get Involved with Roots and Shoots. This is a youth program that is to provide youth with the knowledge of what is happening to elephants, and it's just to tell them what's happening. This is why it's happening, and it just educates them on what's going on with elephants, what can they do to help at a young age, so that we don't wait 10 years and then try to educate kids when there's 100 elephants left. We want to educate them as soon as possible, just to tell them we want to create a better world for elephants. So that's all I have. Like I said, elephants are becoming endangered, and it's an animal that we have seen our entire lives. Something that we don't think about on a regular basis, because you usually see them in the zoo or at pictures or stuffed animals, and they're just part of the world that you grew up in. But in 10 years, sad to say, our kids won't be saying the same thing. One day, our kids might come up to us and be like, "What's an elephant?" And we don't want that. We want to help the elephants. We want to keep the elephants alive for the next 200 million years, like they've been around for the last 250 million years. Like I said, go check out the organizations, donate, just get knowledge of what's happening, and just you doing those little steps is gonna go a really long way. Thank you.